Hi, and welcome to Missed It by How Much. This is the channel that tests sports hypotheses by using computer game engines. We're currently replaying the 2013 Major League Baseball season, guiding the Los Angeles Dodgers to a world championship by making roster changes and using Action PC Baseball as if it's OOTP to accomplish that. This was game 79, and much like most games, when you decide not to record it, it's one of the best of the year. The Dodgers squeaked by the Philadelphia Phillies by a 4-3 score. This was the type of game that excited you, built that love for playing Sims. It was tight, it was exciting, and when you make the right decisions, that's the best feeling in the world as a manager. Let's go over what happened. In the first inning, Philadelphia got a ground out by Rollins that scored. Young, who had walked, moved to second on a wild pitch and moved to third on a ground out by Utley. Dodgers tied it in the bottom of the first on a Puig double, and then a Victorino single, and then a Fedorovich single finally got him home. To the top of the second, Mayberry hits a solo home run to give the Phillies a 2-1 lead. Then in the third, the Dodgers take the lead after Capuano, the pitcher, grounded to second but was safe on that error. Puig hit a 2-run homer, and the Dodgers led 3-2 until the top of the fourth, where Mayberry struck again, hitting another solo home run, and tied it at 3. And that's the way we stayed until the eighth. But just going with the eighth inning would not be fair. A lot of things happened in between. Capuano, who is usually a 5 to 6 inning starter, got into the sixth, where Rollins doubled off the wall in left center, and then was moved to third on a ground out with 1 out. And I made the decision to walk Michael Young, who was at the top of the order, to make it first and third, and brought in Belisario since I did not have Kinley available. And that choice worked out as Mayberry struck out after hitting 2 home runs already on the game. But that was against a lefty, Belisario a righty. And then Revere grounded to second. First fist pump to get out of that jam, still tied. We moved to the seventh. And at this point, I started making defensive changes. Unfortunately, not quick enough at third. Jerry Hairston Jr. had started there, and we all know what his fielding percentage is, and the first number is not a 9. He threw away a play at third and allowed Ruiz to reach. So we're already in trouble. Therefore, Mark Ellis comes in to play defense. James Loney comes in to play first base. Ethier comes in to play left field, and Uribe replaces Hairston at third. So a runner on nobody out. Belisario gets nixed to ground to second on a force play. So there's a runner at first with 1 out, and there we switch to Rodriguez. Paco comes in and immediately gets Michael Young again at the top of the order, who hits lefties well usually, to ground into a double play. And we get out of the inning. Second fist pump by getting out of that jam. But the Dodgers couldn't do anything. And with the bottom of the order up in the bottom of the 7th, I just took the L and allowed Paco to hit for himself just to be able to use him in the 8th, and it really paid off. Because in the top of the 8th, not only did Paco get Utley, who I thought he would get, he got Rollins to ground out, and he struck out Brown and got out of the bottom of the 8th, the top of the 8th, unscathed. To the bottom of the 8th, where Ahmed comes in to pitch, Puig strikes out, Loney singles, Victorino strikes out, so there's 2 outs. Ethier, who came in as a defensive replacement, doubled, and that was enough to get Loney to score, and a clutch hit there for Ethier. Even though Ellis walked, AJ came in to catch at that point as a defensive replacement but as a pinch hitter first. And Mark got hit by a pitch. So we had the bases loaded with Sellers, and I only had one man on the bench at that time, and it was Gordon. And I could have tried to do something here with 2 outs to get an insurance run, but I thought better to be safe and leave Sellers in as the defensive replacement as short. Although he wasn't a defensive replacement, he started the game, but most of the time he's a defensive replacement. So we said, bases loaded situation, we'll just give it up, just as we did in the bottom of the seventh with Rodriguez hitting, although there were already 2 outs in that half inning. Then in the ninth, on limited pitches, Rodriguez got Young to ground to third. And then I had to go because he had one more pitch left in his arsenal. And so we needed a right-hander. And without Kinley, McGill was the choice. Matt McGill came in to face a pinch hitting Ryan Howard. And as you could tell, I was not going to allow that to happen. We intentionally walked Howard, put the tying run at first, the winning run at the plate, but McGill came through. He got Revere to fly to left center and Ruiz to fly to deep center. A nice catch there by Shane Victorino. And the third fist pump and the final one as the Dodgers. I do not understand why McGill did not get a save, but maybe somebody can explain it in the comments. That was a great game, an exciting one. I apologize for not taping it. Going over the stats real quick. Puig with the 2-run home run, 8 hits total, only 4 for Philadelphia, but Mayberry with 2 home runs, 2 solo home runs. Helped there, pitching-wise. Again, still don't know why. Belisario with plus stuff, but Rodriguez stole the show with 2 innings of no-hit ball with 2 strikeouts. Lannan, if that's how you say it, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, belied his .460 ERA. Ahmet gets the loss, giving up the 1 run on the Ethier double. McGill comes in and finishes things. There's the miscellaneous page. Just finished playing the game, very exciting. Wanted to share it with you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Missed It by How Much.